60% of young adults feel like their life is empty. Not dramatic. Not tragic. Just dead inside. You wake up exhausted, not because you stayed up all night, but because you are dragging around a life that does not even feel like yours. Yeah, that is not a mood. That is a Harvard-certified breakdown. And the advice you keep hearing? Follow your passion. Bro, delete that. Burn it. Bury it. You do not need butterflies. You need a bulldozer to crush the lies you have been living under. This is not self-help. This is self-confrontation. So here is what we are going to do. 7 questions. No fluff. No hugs. No sugar. Just brutal truth. The kind that does not whisper. It shoves. Because purpose? It is not a vibe. It is a wake-up call. And it is ringing for you. But here is the part nobody tells you. One of these questions might wreck your false identity. Question number 1. What made me weird as a kid? There was a time you did stuff just because you loved it. No likes. No permission. No audience. Just raw curiosity. Maybe you built spoon skyscrapers. Or sketched monsters nobody else could see. That was not random. That was your soul whispering. This is who I am. Before the world told you to sit down, fit in, and grow up. Psychologists know this. Childhood play is not cute. It is direction. It is purpose in disguise. But most people? They delete that version of themselves. Trade wonder for deadlines. Swap imagination for approval. So here is your slap-in-the-face reminder. What made you weird as a kid? Write it. Reclaim it. Then do it again. Because buried in that weirdness might be the realest version of you, before the world made you fake it. And in a second, I will show you the question that most people are too scared to ask, because it makes you face who you really are. Do this now. Think back. What lit you up before the world dimmed your light? Write 2 to 3 things. Pick one. And do a small version this week. Not for money. Not for status. Just because it is still in you. Question number 2. When does time disappear for you? Ever have moments where hours vanish? And you barely blinked? You look up. The sun moved. But you did not. You were not distracted. You were locked in. Fully alive. Zero resistance. That is not luck. That is flow. It is the rare moment when effort dies. And something deeper takes over. Maybe it hits when you write. Solve something messy. Or teach what you know best. Whatever it is. That feeling? It is your mind whispering. This freaking matters. Psychologists call it intrinsic motivation. You know it as pure, unfiltered joy. So here is the question. Where does time disappear for you? Name it. Then chase it. Because where you lose time, you might just find your purpose. And if you do not know your answer, the next question will shake you even harder. Because it reveals what is silently killing your motivation. Do this now. Think of one thing that makes time evaporate. Write it down. Then block 30 minutes this week. No distractions. No pressure. Just flow. Question number 3. What do I see that others do not? Sometimes your greatest gift is invisible to you, but blindingly obvious to everyone else. Ever hear this? Thank you. I could not have done this without you. Yeah, that is not just kindness. That is a mirror. What do people thank you for again and again? Listening? Fixing chaos? Making them feel like they actually matter? That is not random. That is a pattern. And patterns are clues. Clues to where your presence becomes power. Not fake hype. Real value. So stop guessing. Ask. Ask 5 people. What do I do so naturally that it actually helps you? Not for ego. For clarity. Because when everyone is pointing to the same light, maybe it is time you own it. Do this now. Ask 5 people. What is something I naturally do well that helps others? Write down the common answers. Those are your hidden strengths. Do not ignore them. Use them. And if that felt powerful, Wait until you ask yourself the next question, because it might uncover the real reason you have been stuck. Question number 4. What is your one sentence? Every powerful life can be summed up in a single sentence. Not a bio, not a speech, just one clear line that cuts through the noise. She gave people hope. He turned pain into purpose. Simple, sharp, unforgettable. Claire Booth Luce once told a young president, "A great person is a sentence." That sentence becomes your compass. It grounds you. It guides you. It protects you from distractions disguised as opportunity. Do not wait till the end. Write yours now. Let it be messy. Let it evolve. But carve it. Because when the noise fades, that one sentence is what people will remember. Do this now. Write one sentence that captures the impact you want to leave behind. Use it to shape your decisions this week. Refine it as you grow. Live like you mean it. But what if you have been chasing the wrong sentence all along? The next question might just rewrite everything. Question number 5. What makes me forget to eat? Purpose does not always start with passion. Sometimes, it starts with a problem the world has grown too numb to care about. The real question is not, what do I love? It is, where am I needed most? Pay attention to the broken systems, the silent struggles, the problems no one wants to own. That is your territory. Because where others look away, you lean in. Purpose lives at the intersection of your greatest strength and the world's quietest need. When you find that place, you will stop chasing motivation and start feeling pulled by meaning. Forget recognition. Forget applause. Chase the problem no one else will touch. That is where your sentence begins. Do this now. Think of one problem that makes your blood boil, but most people ignore. Write it down. Then ask, how can my strength meet that need? Sit with it for 15 minutes. The answer might just change your life. But even when we find the right problem, some of us still stay silent. The next question asks why. Question number 6. What would I do if money did not matter? Take away the pressure to earn, and something wild happens. Your real self starts to speak. When money is not the boss of your choices, you hear whispers you have ignored for years. What would you do if survival was already covered? Write stories, teach kids, build with your hands, travel without a plan. Those are not just dreams. They are breadcrumbs, leading you back to what your soul actually craves. Purpose does not always shout. Sometimes, it hides in the hobbies, the quiet obsessions, the silly ideas you daydream about on boring afternoons. So go there, even for a moment, because the life you would live for free might be the one you were born for. Do this now. Ask yourself, if I never had to think about money again, what would I spend my time doing? Whatever the answer, chase it for just 30 minutes this week. That is how you reclaim the signal under all the noise. But even when we get a glimpse of that dream life, most people still hold back. Why? Because fear whispers one final question. Question number 7. What is worth doing, even if I fail? Close your eyes. You are 90 years old. Your hands are wrinkled. Your voice is soft. But your mind? It is loud, with memories. Now ask yourself, what will haunt me most? The words you were too scared to say? The leap you never took? The dream you kept delaying? Waiting for a perfect time that never came? Here is the brutal truth. People do not regret failure. They regret hesitation, avoidance, inaction. So flip it. What choice, right now, would make your 90-year-old self proud? Saying what needs to be said? Starting what scares you? Living bold instead of safe? You are building that memory today. Because one day, your story will either be a warning or a wake-up call for someone else. One decision, one moment, one move. Regret does not just sting. It teaches. It warns. It dares you to act, while there is still time. Do this now. What bold move have you been avoiding out of fear? Take the first uncomfortable step this week. Your older self is watching, and they will be glad you did. A quiet reminder. Purpose does not strike like lightning. It shows up in small signs. Little clues you find along the way. One question. One moment of honesty. That is where it starts. Your 90-year-old self? They are watching. And quietly rooting for you. You do not need a full plan. Just pick one question. Sit with it, today. And if this touched something deep inside you, do not keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone else might be searching too.